Now, Kenya's security agencies are under fresh pressure after Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen revealed that 14 suspects linked to an attack on Vihiga Senator Godfrey Osotsi have allegedly fled the country. The admission is now raising urgent questions about possible intelligence gaps, border control failures, and whether those under investigation are slipping through the cracks of the security system. Who is to blame? And how did they escape? Grace Nganga tells us more.
Recent developments in Kenya's security sector have raised renewed concerns about intelligence coordination, border control, and the effectiveness of law enforcement in handling high-profile criminal investigations. Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen recently confirmed that 14 suspects linked to an attack on Vihiga Senator Godfrey Osotsi have allegedly fled the country. The revelations have triggered questions about how individuals under active investigations were able to leave the jurisdiction without interception.
That statement is unfortunate because, number one, how do you rule out that people have run out to another country? These people are just still within Kenya with their relatives, and because they've not released their photos. If they release their photos, that makes it very easy for members of the public to assist.
Whoever is actually in charge has not allowed the security apparatus to do their part. I think we need to ensure that we delink politics from security.
And whether there were lapses in surveillance or coordination among security agencies.
Where were you? Because you're supposed to have put in place measures to make sure that immediately these guys were identified. The first thing is to air their photos. Secondly, to look where they stay, track their numbers, and then from there you are able to get all of these guys.
It's an indictment on the part of the CS when he mentioned that 14 out of the 17 have actually exited. How did he know? Because that means then the government could have actually nabbed them at the border.
Security analysts have pointed at possible weaknesses in intelligence sharing mechanisms, arguing that the escape of such a significant number of suspects suggested more than an isolated operational failure.
The county commanders, the OSPDs, the OCS, because when such a thing happens, you need to swing in action as quickly as possible. And the sooner you swing in action, I think the better for any case being investigated.
I think there's a whole cocktail of failure on the part of the government in terms of how they are able to link the intelligence and also with the border control, because all these things are actually done within a system and the government is the one which is aware who is where at one point.
The development has also renewed debate on whether existing enforcement structures are sufficiently equipped to track and contain suspects once investigations begin. This comes as calls for accountability on political unrest persist, as those responsible for the alleged attack of the ACK with Timor Church in Othaya are still at large. Despite public pressure and heightened attention to the case, no arrests have been confirmed so far, raising questions about the pace and effectiveness of ongoing investigations.
We work the other way around, or we work bottom up where things will be followed after 3 days, things will be followed after 4 days. But in criminology, once a crime has been committed, the more time you waste, the more time the suspect is trying to plan himself.
As debate continues, the central question being raised is whether Kenya's security and intelligence systems are keeping pace with evolving threats, or whether accountability gaps are allowing critical failures to go unchecked. Grace Nganga, KTN.